What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and we'll consider this one a part 2 to the social media marketing video that I posted last week or the week before that. Since I posted that video, I got a lot of questions and concerns about my marketing strategy. Now, if you haven't watched that video, I'll try to link it here somewhere on this screen, or it'll be linked in the description box if you haven't watched it already, or just go on my channel and I think it's titled Social Media Marketing. I haven't figured this whole YouTube thing out yet, so I'll try to put the link somewhere on this video or around this video, but click off of this one and go watch that one. Now, if you already watched that video, then you already know that I like to use social media to drive all of my traffic to my website. I use Shopify to host my website, and then I use Instagram to drive the traffic and send everybody to my online store to purchase my products. Now, I do this completely for free, and if you watch that video, then you know that I like to handpick my customers. I like to engage with actual paying customers and people that are basically potential customers that would be interested in my products, because I know by doing my research there is some common interest between my products and that person. Now, some of the comments that I was getting was, why don't I just pay for Instagram advertising? I could reach way more people that way. Seems more beneficial to pay for advertising. My method takes a lot of work, or I feel weird creating conversations with strangers. These are all good questions. These are all good concerns. Now, the whole Instagram or Facebook advertising thing where you could do sponsored ads and promote your posts and all that stuff, it's cool. I've tested it out, but it just wasn't for me. Here's why. With my method, I'm handpicking the people that I want to actually purchase my products. Takes a lot more work, but it's free. When you pay for the advertising, money is the name of the game. Now, a lot of people might look at that Facebook ad manager and say, oh, I could just put $5 a week, $20 a week towards my advertising. I'll reach thousands of people. But what you have to remember is those thousands of people aren't potentially paying customers. A lot of them could be meme pages. A lot of them can be spam pages, burner pages, and it could just be, you could share the similar interests, but the pages that those ads might be landing on aren't potential customers. Now, there are potential customers that it will land on, but like I said in my past video, a lot of us are programmed to ignore when we're being sold something. So a lot of times when we're looking on Instagram or Facebook and we see an ad, we scroll right past it, right? We don't even bother to look at it. Or if it's on the stories, we're just clicking through to get through the stories so we could see what our friends were eating for dinner, what our friends were doing last week, see what our friends are posting about. It's not necessarily there to look for ads. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There are times where some ads will catch your attention. But what a lot of people don't tell you is the money that they're putting behind those ads. So if you're putting $5, $20 a week towards your ads, and you're saying, all right, I wanted to hit these people that are interested in this, this, and this, age groups from this, this, and this, genders from this and this, and then you press publish. They're taking your $20 and they're like, all right, we're gonna spend $4 to $5 a day, and you're gonna be reaching this many people a day. From my understanding, every time somebody looks at that ad and clicks the ad, it charges you. And it could be like 2 cents, 6 cents, whatever the case is. But there's a lot of sleazeballs out here that have bots and stuff like that that'll just keep clicking the ad. And it's made to bury the small businesses like ourselves, so it runs your budget up. On top of that, those ads are landing on whatever you listed in the categories of interests are. So if somebody has a meme page about those interests, that's where it's gonna land on. Not necessarily a customer's page, but somebody that just posts memes, inspirational quotes, and shit like that. So it's making it to a bunch of pages. You just don't know how many of those pages are actually paying customers. Now, let's say that you have more than $20 a week and you could afford, $200, $300 a week. That's cool. I'm pretty sure you could dial in more, reach more, and actually find more paying customers that way. But we're talking $300 a week, $1,200 a month. That's a big marketing budget for a startup that's just doing it out the house. Now, I've seen some really, really successful people cash in on some of these niche shirts, running ads on Instagram and Facebook, and clocking, 15, 20K a month. So the shit works. I know it does. I just know that it takes money to back those ads up. To really get it in front of the people, you have to put a really decent sized budget on there. So if you're just a startup or you're just trying to get some sales right now, you could pay for ads. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not against it. It's just not for me. That's just not something that I do. So as most of you guys know, if I don't do it, I don't really talk about it in my videos. Now, the free way that I drive traffic to my site and how I get my customers, 100% free. It just takes a little time to engage with customers. That's what works for me. So it's not that I'm against paying for ads. It's not that I'm against Facebook and the way that they set up their ad system. It's just not for me. That's not something I do, so I don't talk about it. But if you wanted to do it, and you're a startup and you got a marketing budget, or you have some money to play with and you want to test it out, by all means, go for it. Because it does work for some people. But on the other hand, you cannot be mad when there's no return on that investment. Say you ran $20 a week for like 2 months straight, or say you did, say you just put $100 a week towards running some ads, and you said, all right, I'm gonna give myself 3 months, $1,200, let's go. And out of those $1,200 in those 3 months, you get 10 sales. If you're selling shirts for $20, made a cool $200, but you spent $1,200 on these ads. And then the following 3 months, you're like, all right, you know what? I need to increase the budget because I need to reach more people so I could get more sales. Do you see how that could snowball into something a lot bigger? Now, like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs of social media marketing when it comes to paying for ads and all that stuff. There might be certain keywords that you need to use. There might be some certain little groups that you have to hit and certain niches that you have to live in, but I don't know nothing about that. You would have to hit the professionals up about that and maybe take some courses or pay for some of these classes or whatever you have to do to learn that style of marketing. But I'm talking to the people that don't got a budget for that. I'm talking to the people that just want to get into this for free, test it out, handpick some customers, try to make some sales. Like I said, this is all I do. This is how I run all my businesses. This is how I make all my sales. I don't drive any sort of traffic through YouTube. I have a big following on YouTube, but I don't promote any t-shirts on YouTube. So that right there should tell you something. All my social media pages are under, I think, 9,000 followers. I don't have a lot of followers, but followers does not equal dollars. Just because I have a little bit of followers does not mean I'm not making a lot of sales. Like I said, I make all my money slinging t-shirts. I'm not a YouTube personality. I'm not one of those influencers that's living off of these YouTube checks and shit like that. I make my money in this space right here, slinging t-shirts. This is the way I sell my t-shirts. I drive my traffic through Instagram, hand-picking my potential customers, creating engagement with these customers. All I'm doing is starting conversations. That's all I do to drive the traffic for my site. My dumbass conversations is what's sending people to my Shopify store to purchase my products. That's all it is. It's very simple, but at the same time, it takes a lot of work, right? Because you have to sit there and create these conversations. You got to look for the customers, stuff like that. So if you wanted to test it out, you could check out that video, like I said, the first video I posted. Or if you wanted to try run some ads and do all that stuff, by all means, go for it. Let me know how it works out for you. My understanding of those ads is you just have to have some serious money behind it to back those ads up. So if you don't have the budget for that, try my method. If you do have the budget for that, by all means, go ahead and run some ads and see how it works out. Profit is the name of the game. That's all we're doing this for. So whatever helps you get that profit, get that money. And also, if you made it this far into the video, if you're running a business and you have a business page, do not make that business page private. There's no way people are gonna find your business if your business page is private. If you wanted to make your personal Instagram page private just for your friends and family, by all means, that's cool. But your business page, that's where the customers need to come and find you. So if your business page is private, click out of this video and make your business page public. You need customers to find you, man. All right, if this helped you out, make sure you leave it in the comments. If you already do Instagram ads or Facebook ads, stuff like that, let me know your stories in the comments. I'm very curious. Like I said, I've seen some success stories where people making a lot of money. And obviously, I know that it takes $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 to dump into these ads to make, like I said, 15, 20K. And it's a good investment. It's just not something I do. Like I said, I see people do it, so I know it works. It's just not for me. But if you are one of those people, man, I would love to hear that shit because I think it's dope. All right, catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.